There's no better time to have a picnic than in spring.
Absolutely.
Our resident foodie has packed a delicious basket, so let's go join Yudhika.
It's a beautiful day in Jersey and it's perfect for a picnic, so I'm going to just get out and pick up some goodies for today. There's a wide variety of cupcakes here, and everyone has their very own special cupcakes. So I'm ordering one for each of my kids. Thank you. There we go.
Thank you.
I'm picking up my cheese for the picnic at my favorite cheese spot. Which one is this? The chili halloumi? I'm going to choose some chili halloumi, and for my kids, some plain halloumi as well. It's really our best. Let me grab that. I've been packing up my picnic basket, and one of the things to add to my basket is scones. Now the ingredients are flour, salt, butter, eggs, fresh cream, baking powder and sugar. I'm going to serve this with some cardamom cream and strawberries. Flour going into the mixing bowl. Now, take the 2 eggs, break them into the cream. Just use a fork to work that together. It's important to remember that when you make scones, treat the dough as you would pastry. Then we've got sugar going into the mixing bowl with that flour. Baking powder as well, about 3 teaspoons. And then salt. The butter. I've just sliced this, and the butter should be cold when you're making scones. You just use your fingertips and rub that flour into the butter. Now you could also use this recipe to make up savory scones, and sometimes I add a bit of feta and herbs to the scones as well. The butter's cold, so it does take a bit of work to get this looking like breadcrumbs, but we are there. Just remember those little blobs of butter are fine. Now let's add the cream and the eggs. Fingertips again, and lightly work the liquid into the flour and butter, and just gently squeeze that together until it forms a soft, smooth ball. Grab the dough, pop it onto your table or your work surface, and press it down. Lightly flour the work surface, and then use a rolling pin to roll this out. Now the dough should look like short crust pastry, and it should have that lovely, rich, buttery color. Use a scone cutter. Now you can make them smaller if you like. These are quite greedy scones, I call them. Just work the dough as little as possible, again into a ball, and then start rolling that out. Press down. Pop these into a baking tray, leave them in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes until they're properly chilled. We're then going to bake them at 200 degrees Celsius for about 10 to 12 minutes. Before you pop these into the oven, just dab them with a bit of egg wash. Make sure the egg doesn't drip down the sides. It does affect the way the scones rise. Let's pop these into the oven. The scones have been in for about 10 minutes now, so let's take a look. These look perfect. The sides should always be cracked. You've got this lovely glossy golden brown color, and when you loosen these off the bottom, they should also be brown on the bottom as well. I'm going to let these cool down slightly, and when they do, I'm going to serve them with some fresh strawberries, butter, strawberry jam, and some cardamom cream. To make up the cardamom cream, I've just whipped up some fresh cream with a pinch of sugar and some cardamom powder. The second dish for my picnic is Coronation Chicken, and I'm going to serve that in a soft flour wrap. The ingredients are a whole roasted chicken that's deboned, some yogurt, some mayo, turmeric, chopped onions, garlic cloves sliced, some ginger rings, mango chutney. We've got some coriander, red chili, olive oil and cumin. Olive oil going into the pan, and next add the onion. Now while that's cooking, let's get some ginger and garlic into the mortar. So always slice these pieces of ginger into thin rings, pop them into the mortar. Same with the garlic. Garlic slices going in. Fresh is always best. Stir the onions, keep them moving about. Next, pop in some salt. Just remember, the chicken's already got some salt, so lightly season. Let's add some ginger and garlic paste that we've pounded. Just fry that off. Lower the heat. Next, red chili powder going in, the ground coriander, cumin, and a teaspoon of turmeric. And just stir that through for a few seconds. Remember, you're not cooking the spices, you're actually just warming them through. Next, in goes the chicken. This is terribly convenient. I always have leftover chicken in my refrigerator. Switch off the heat now. Next, in goes the mango chutney. Now I'm using homemade mango chutney, but you can use any chutney of your choice. Mayo going in. And now the yogurt. I'm using Greek yogurt for this. It's really thick and quite creamy. Mix all the ingredients through. The Coronation Chicken filling is now ready. Just using some coriander over at the end. This has cooled down slightly, so it's easier to work with and fill up these wraps with. I've bought these wraps, they're really quite convenient. Now, using some salad leaves, quite like baby salad leaves. Just scoop up some of that lovely filling. A little more filling going into the wrap. Now, just roll these up tightly. I'm not warming these wraps because it's a picnic and they're going to get cold anyway, but if you're serving them immediately, do warm them up. The scones are now cool. And to assemble them, grab a scone and just slice through with a bread knife. Just pop on a bit of butter. Strawberry jam going on top. You can also use raspberry or any flavor you enjoy. And next, a blob of this lovely cardamom cream. These look absolutely delicious and I can't wait to try one. Packing up my picnic basket. Last cupcake going in. Time to round up the kids and get ready for the picnic. Come along kids, let's go! Come on.